Hello, this is Zeke777, and welcome to episode 26 of Arcane Revolution. Name of the game today is Fix This. I was sitting here the other day, and I noticed something. Namely, you are not centered. Why are you not centered? And of course, we're not actually going to just be centering this here. I do want to actually build my Elven Exchange, which is going to be another building here in the shopping district. Rough outline with the stone bricks here, somewhere over here, I don't really know, somewhere in this vicinity. And the whole point of that is going to be taking all my wonderful mana that I have stocked up here. I've got lots of pools of mana at this point. I want to actually do something with it. So that's going to be, it's actually going to be automating both the Elven Gateway here, as well as regular, like the mana pool, whatever it's called, mana infusion stuff. Yeah, Alchemy and Conjuration Catalyst, that sort of thing. Because there's a lot of stuff in there that I really want to be automated, especially zombie flesh to leather. That's a thing, because I've got books being automated over there, and books need leather, and leathers, yeah. So things, we need to build stuff. So this being an automation-heavy episode, I got an issue. That is this guy here, redstone pack. Yeah, you're useless. Doesn't automatically fill. I have to come back here and grab stuff. So let's actually fix that. So to start off here, let's go ahead and say I need an ender chest. So, Mr. Ender Chest, you are here. I thought I had made a whole bunch of these, but apparently not. Run you, please. More? There we go. Had different chests. So we got ourselves a bunch of ender chests here, just whatever color, doesn't really matter. We're going to be dyeing it anyway. So if we come on downstairs, what have we got? So we've got our redstone factory, from our furnaces to our furnaces. The from is actually eventually going to be just white anyway, so this will eventually go away. Power plant, that will be setting up for sugarcane and pumpkin seeds. Sand, yep, sand. And ember smelters, this is where I send my ores, and then items will come back on white. So, let's expand this. We need a redstone pack, and this is going to be straight up redstone. It's going to be an ender bag like this, ender pouch? Yeah, ender pouch. And it's just going to be, I think, red is a good setup for that. So let's go ahead and dye this. Before I do much of anything, you to the south. You south. Okay, so I did think of this already. I put a precise item filter already. That means that when I place down a chest, it's not going to do anything. Yes, just my regular ender chest, which currently has a bunch of junk in it. So let's fix that by getting some red. So I believe I have some poppy. Red. And actually, you know what? These guys over here, I believe, work as red dye. Thank you. Don't want to eat you. Okay, let's see if this works. Should. Head on downstairs and hopefully dye this. Red. Cool. Nothing in here. Excellent. And how to make a bag? You need 3 leather, some blaze powder, and a wool. And ender pearl, of course. Easy enough. Let's go over here. We need wool. With an L, please. Currently nothing because it is sitting in here because I don't actually have a destination for it. One of you, please. You, and can I do one at a time? Excellent. Okay. And I need some leather. 1, 2, 3. I need a ender pearl. Just one of you, and I need some blaze powder. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alrighty. Sort that because sometimes it doesn't update. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 leather. 1, 2, 3. You and an ender pearl. And there we have our ender pouch. Now just to double check that this is in fact connected. Yes. And in fact what we're going to do is we're going to take our item filter out of here and change that to up. Put a blank one in here. And similarly, Mr. Output Routing Node up here, you to your south need to have a blank one as well. So let's come upstairs here. Do I have any filters? Filter. I have mod item filter. That's not what I need. Arcane Archives, of course, being in beta, there's occasionally errors. There's actually a fix for this already made. I haven't installed it yet, though. sometimes a manifest will have that issue. Blood magic over here, you need to take a frame, and I want to say 4 glass and 4 sticks. So let's go ahead and say glass, please. 1, 2, 3. And sticks. 1, 2, 3. 4. Right, why did I only do 3? One more of you. Thank you. Okay, so that gets me what I need. U plus U gets me a precise item filter. Okay, so now that we have this set up, that is enough for, I think, 2/3 of this chest. Yeah, because I'll have 9 from the first one, 9 from the next, and then 9 from here. One thing is I could just grab this chest here. It does have a lot of the things I need, but it doesn't have everything I need. So instead we're going to make a custom one, which will be purely for what I'm carrying with me at all times. Enter chest, you can go here, you're not getting filled, good. Of course, it's as I'm going through my filtering that I realize I forgot a few things. Couple things off the top of my head. Levers, don't have those anywhere. Observers, very useful, not in here. So that is a little annoying. I'm gonna have to go through and actually set up the automation on these as well. I think I've got a couple available spots in here. Not that many though. Let me get, can I just jump up to the top here? So it's gonna be a little annoying. Gonna have to figure out where I can put them. I've got an empty spot here. That's one. You're working. I think there's one down here as well. So that can get me at least levers and observers. I can stick another one here if needed. That's an option. Yeah, oversight. Oh well. Alrighty, we've got our observers are coming out here ever so slowly. They literally just stopped. Come on. Anyway, that should, I think that's going. I got 4 in the system. Why did you stop? You don't have cobblestone. Why do you not have cobblestone? Do I not have cobble? Do I not have cobble going here? Okay, a little annoying. Let's go ahead and at least turn some into that. Grab you, grab this. I'm not sure why I have trodden bricks here, but we do. Take you and at least plop you in there. Not sure why that wasn't working, but it's apparently a thing. Oh, right, I disabled it. Anyway, that's fine. Grab you, and let's make levers over here while we're at it. Are you bound? You are not, which is good. Okay, so you, going down, we need a cobblestone. 1 cobblestone, please. In fact, we're going to say 2. And we need a stick as well. A stick. And we want 2 sticks. Okay, step 1, done. We need a stick, and we need a cobblestone. Gets us a lever. Yep, that's it. And now we bind it. So you are now bound to you. Thank you very much. And Mr. Lever, you go inside of our corporea cube. Cool. You currently don't have a bookshelf, which is fine. Don't care. Let me go turn this system back on. I had it disabled because it was chewing through a whole bunch of stuff as it was trying to get me my stuff in my chest. But let's go check on that. Come on down here. Turn you back on. Thank you very much. That should get your cobblestone going back in here. Should be getting your cobblestone back in here. Ah, this one. Okay. Alrighty. There we go. So that's working again. Well, that's a little troubling. It wasn't filling up, and I look at this here, block of redstone, 0. Redstone 0. That's difficult. I thought I had literally just gone in there and put in like 30 blocks. Do I have any ore sitting around? I have some, not much. That's gonna be an issue. We're actually running low on redstone, which is something that I use a whole lot, so that's gonna need to be fixed. Let's grab our fortune pick, please. Grab you. There's where all my ender chests went. Okay. So this will get us a whole bunch of redstone. In fact, it will get us a grand total of nowhere near enough, 66. Yeah, not enough. Where did all of that go? I know I just made a bunch of observers. That's a thing. It made a fair amount of repeaters and comparators, but should be fine for that. Well, let's toss it in here. It's gonna disappear real quick because I've got half a stack sitting in here, half a stack is sitting in here as well as half a quarter stack from that. Yeah, I guess that is actually quite a lot of redstone right there. Interesting. We're gonna need to figure out a way to address that. But as it turns out, Conjuration Catalyst, that's one of the things that we're planning on automating today, and we got 1 redstone equals 2 redstone. So that's the thing. Redstone worries will be solved once we get this set up. So as long as I get this thing going, then we should be fine for redstone for the rest of the season. Another of the items that I will need to automate over here is, of course, living rock, living wood. That is a thing, because I'm out of it. So I need a whole bunch of that for the Conjuration Catalyst as well as Alchemy Catalyst. I've got this one already, but I need a second one. So let's get some of those going, and I need 4 more on here so that with the 8 here should be enough. Okay, that was a little weird. Brewing stand. No recipe listed. Why is that? I feel like it's probably a cork thing. Because I feel like there's some stuff in here that is disabling things. Tweaks. I'm gonna have to take a look through this. This is a little annoying. I'm not sure why something would disable that. I'm not sure if it's cork even, but something is disabling that recipe. And we are 1 update later of embers, surprisingly, and we can now make our brewing stands. So a couple of these. In fact, let's just do this through JEI. Got our alchemy catalyst, and let's go ahead and swap that out for a conjuration. There we go. So we now have 1 of each of these. I think the other one I have sitting over here. There we go. And we're going to put these over here. Now I don't actually have a place for this yet, but I'm starting to get the groundwork for the actual building itself. Like I said, no idea where I want the things, but what I do want is a fairly large building here. Got a lot of stuff that's going to go in here, and I want some sort of bridge and maybe some of the building inside there as well. I'm not entirely sure how I want this. I just like the idea of having a little tunnel. I wanted to write down a list of what all we're actually going to be putting in here. And so I've got, for our Botania building here, we've got mana, alchemy, and conjuration. Those are the 3 different mana pool things I will need. I wanted to automate my pure daisy as well as alpine portal. And if I have room, which I think I might, metamorphic stone, automating the flowers, and the runes as well. Now, rune's going to have a whole lot of stuff underground, I believe, to get enough room for this to work. Flowers, you actually don't need that much space as long as you're able to collect them. For instance, if I put it inside here, it may start having flowers grow outside, which might be okay. And as you can see, I've also been making a bit of progress on the building itself. And where's the hole? Right there. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of playing around with a couple different textures. I've got bricks, of course, bricks and stone for the main thing. I haven't decided whether or not I want this pillar to go all the way down or just stop at that. I'm kind of thinking to stop right there, actually. Let's break that. Inside here, and as you can tell, despite my best efforts, I did actually make this 3 wide. So, yeah, 1 even, which is okay, I guess. I mean, it's probably easier this way. Inside, we still have our existing elven portal here. We're going to move that over here, and I want it to go down a step, so I'll have some steps there. Up above is going to be stairs going up somewhere, probably just like over here. That'll get us up to the top, and then this whole thing will be floored off. I just ran out of wood at the moment. And then I've got this space up here as well, which I think is where I'm going to put the living rock and living wood automation, somewhere along this little hallway. And I haven't decided if I'm actually going to go into the mountain or not yet. For now, I've got the building here, and I'm kind of liking how it's turning out. I'm using, this is rustic, clay walls and diagonal clay walls, and then I guess crossbeam clay walls as well, but did I have, yeah, cross clay wall. Speaking of which, you right here need to be that. So let's press you. There we go. Yeah, so I'm kind of playing around with a couple different ways I can get the texture to work nicely on this. I might just swap this out for just straight up wisdom wood planks, a slab of that. In fact, I might also do something outside here with like a stair, perhaps. I don't have any stairs on me. No. Just to get a bit more detail and texture into the build itself. I do like these cornice bottoms I guess it's on the top actually, but they're nice little trims, but the problem is there isn't a block to go here. I could do something like that. Doesn't look good. Go away. Yeah, so just like I said, playing with different textures and details, trying to figure out what I like, what I don't like. In general, I'm liking how this is turning out. These guys here will be diagonal beams, of course. In fact, I might do cross beam. Yeah, it might be a cross. I'll play with it. The diagonal pieces, by the way, are a little interesting to place. So you can see it kind of divides this into 4 little quadrants. The side that you place it on will be the side that is highest, I think is the easiest way for me to remember that. So if I fill that in there, place you here, and I'm going to go like this on this side just to see what this one looks like. And I think I'll do this half, then fill in the other half with it just being a diagonal, and from there I'll figure out which one I like. So in the meantime, I'll be right back. Alrighty, so looking at this, I'm thinking I'm gonna go... I think I'll go with this one here, but what I'm gonna do is actually, I'm going to break out some of this because I want a window. So if I break these ones here, like that, and let's do something like that. Like that. Yeah. Let's see what that looks like from right outside here. I think I like that. Ideally, I'd like to figure out a way I can make it look almost like a shutter is open here. I could do maybe like that instead and put a little overhang on that. I think I like the idea of that. Let me play around a little bit. Okay, I think I like this little layout here. And what I'm going to do for this little section is, I think, a small little balcony. I'm just going to come out a couple blocks, not many. In fact, that might be it actually. And let's see how much room we've got if we place in these. Like that. It's a nice little area here. We can step out, get some fresh air. We'll put a little railing on so we don't fall off. I think I like that. And from the outside, what's it look like? It's a little balcony. We might fill in there and maybe some blocks like that. Maybe. Like that. You know what? Let's leave it like that, I think. Maybe. We'll put some, I think we'll put a stone stair there. Do I have any stone on me? I do have stone. Let's just go ahead and make that real quick. Hop up to my little crafting table and make ourselves a couple stairs. One set should be good. And let's try this. So, you, and you. I think that's okay. I think that works. And right there. Okay. I like that. It's a nice little balcony. You can walk out, you get some little bit of air. Underneath here, I still need to fix this entrance. I also need to make these be 3 wide. I'm going to do this on this side as well, including the crossbeam, I think. If we check from inside, what's it look like in here? Yeah, I think that works. Okay, I'm changing my mind a little bit here. I'm going to go ahead and make one set of these, 16 claddings, and from the roofing section, I think it was, the roof overhang. I'm going to try to see what these guys look like. 3, 4, 5, 6, probably good enough. And let's put these up top here. Instead of it being little stairs as the overhang on top, if I turn that into these roof overhangs, which is exactly what they're for, misplaced it there. And then, so we got that, and let's take some cladding and place you on top. I kind of like that. So it still has a similar wooden texture underneath, like it's planks, like it's structural, and then it has like this kind of sheeting thing on top. I like that. That seems to work. Let's place you back because I broke you. And I think that works. Oh, interesting. It lines up with the wooden fence as well. Okay, so that works there. Now over on this side, I'm trying to figure out if I want to do something similar, because the difficulty I'm having is down here you can't actually see much of the clay wall anymore. It's too much dark. So I want it to be a little bit more open, but I'm not entirely sure what I want to use as the trim there along the bottom. I want it to look almost like a planter type thing. No, let's see. I don't really know if this is exactly what I'm looking for. Let's throw some stuff in here. I want to keep you. And okay, so let's try this out. Now this is the same block as what this is here, so it's going to be a little weird, I think, but let's find out. Place you here, here, and here. Why is that? Oh, weird. That one there sticks out further than this one. I wonder if that's because I placed it... Is that a difference between placing it on top and the side? No. Is it just because of the angle I'm at? That's interesting. Let's try placing some blocks here. There we go. So if I place you from this side, then that sticks out further. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take these and swap them from the top, I think. I didn't know they'd place like that. Okay, let me place these here. Okay, so it is shift clicking that will place them that direction. So let's take that, patch you in here. Right, you go like that, please. Okay, so that makes it so that the little like planter box type thing there will actually stick out just a little bit further. And I think that is what I'm going for. Outside, of course, going with chiseled and bits for the whole thing. In fact, I think I might even swap out these blocks for those little edge pieces as well. Grab you, please. Place you there. So this, if I click, it'll go with the wider version. If I shift click, it's the skinnier version. Or rather, it's just turned 90 degrees. But I like that. And then it makes it a bit more visible that it's it has the clay wall there, which I like a lot more, being able to actually see that. I like this. This is coming out nicely. Let's make more of these guys. I need classical, a bunch of these. I'm going to just line the entire building with this. I haven't decided about the top edge. I had some of those along the top as well at one point. I took them down because I haven't decided if I like it or not. But along the bottom part here, I do want it. Still need to figure out this block here. No clue. Yep, no clue. Well, I'm ending up with an entire chest full of just the architecture craft pieces, but I think... stupid hole. Yeah, that's the hole down to my corporea sewers there. That kind of works, kind of not really. I don't know why they don't just have this, but a corner of it. That would make so much sense and make it much easier. However, in the meantime, I'm going to actually take a little break from doing the aesthetic side of this, and I'm going to start working on the mechanics. So to start off, we've got here, this is going to be where our elven portal is. Stairs, like I said, will be somewhere probably on this side, just out of space. Actually, maybe over here. I don't know, doesn't matter. But, shooting star, don't care. Right here we have a mana pool, and as you can see, we get a whole lot of nothing. We're going to change that. So, first off, this is, I believe, 10 blocks from the nearest one over there. I think it has a range of 13. Now, I'm kind of going to just let it work like this. Working being, it's just going to pull from these three, or rather, I'll probably have 5 or 6, however many it can actually pull from. We're going to leave that there. We're not going to mess with any of the mechanics in there. That's just dispersing mana. Now here, we've got ourselves a Spark Tinkerer. And, you know what, just out of keeping everything the same, we're going to put it on this level. And I think right here. I may end up putting it against the wall here, depending on what my redstone ends up looking like on this. But for now, this works. I do need a little bit more wood, actually. Where did I put you? Not a whole lot. Okay. So I just want a little bit of working space, because I don't really know how much room this is going to need. But it's going to probably need a fair bit. Okay. So, Spark Tinkerer. You're going to go here. Your job is going to be this little mana pool. You are going to pull mana as much as you can. So I'm going to put a dominant spark in here, which is going to pull mana from however many pools it can reach. Then when it is full, I'm going to turn the Spark Tinkerer on, which is going to then pulse it, pull out the dominant spark, replace it with a recessive. So recessive is going to then disperse it to, I'm going to have a couple mana pools around here. Not many, just enough to make it work. Probably 2 or 3. Probably 3, because that's going to be nice and even. I think that should work from there. And I'm going to put them probably actually over in this area. That way it's going to send to over here. Mana pools over here are going to get mana from it. It's also going to send some back into the storage over there. Kind of don't care. That's fine. And it's going to keep flipping on, off for quite a while until everything's full, and then it's just going to keep flipping back and forth, and it's not going to matter. Now everything inside here is going to be drawing from the secondary mana battery up here. So that's going to be what's going to be transferring, and it's going to be filling up mana pools up top here. And then everything else in here is going to have dominant sparks on it, which is going to be pulling from the spark, the mana pools here. So I need a whole bunch of mana pools. And do I have any on me? I have a few diluted pools. I do need those. Nope, I need more mana pools. Alrighty, so we've got ourselves a recessive spark and a dominant spark augment. We're going to go ahead and place you on here for now. You know what? We actually didn't want that yet. Oh well, that's fine. So we have our Spark Tinkerer. We need a bunch of redstone, and let's figure out where we're going to put these. So I'm thinking just kind of centrally located, so maybe there. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, there. That seems centralized. Nice. And I want a spark on each of you. Okay, so these are going to be my main mana storage for this building here. Might move them, might not, don't know. Over here, that's going to be, like I said, there's going to be automation over there. Some automation is going to be up top here as well. In fact, I'll probably have the corporea reading stuff be up here. And then actual workshop floor down there is where the actual, quote, magic will happen. Because magic, yeah. So let's throw our recessive in here. Now if that gets a redstone pulse, it's going to flip them. Then you are going to try to send them back to there. You're also going to try sending them over there. Now an important thing to note is a recessive spark will not send to a dominant spark, which is why I also have to have this interim little battery. The recessive will send it to regular sparks. Then dominant sparks will pull from the regular sparks. So this guy is going to keep pushing to these, pulling back, pushing, pulling back, whereas these guys are going to be constantly pushing to the ones downstairs here, which will be the actual automation. In fact, let's pop these guys in right now. One there, and you will have sparks in a little bit. You don't yet. Or spark augments. I need to make more runes. So, we've got this going here, and ready. I don't like it. So you are going to pop around to the back, actually. I think that'll work, just to take up less room. Because I need to have a comparator reading out of here. So let me get my redstone stuff all together, and we'll be right back. Okay, I think we've got just about everything we need. So, comparator, you are going to be reading the mana pool. Yay. You we're going to send into a solid block, and I think it doesn't really matter what block I use. I'll just use a stone brick, because why not? Now from here, we've got, I need this because I need to split the signal into 2 different things. I could just do a single redstone dot, that would also work, I guess. Whatever. Now, I want to pulse it when it gets below a threshold, and when it gets above a threshold. I think the way we're going to do that is with a couple oak bookshelves. So we're going to place one, I think just here and here should work. So I want you to turn, let's see, if you are the one for when it is low, I need, so when you get low enough that it's not outputting any signal whatsoever, then a redstone torch on this will turn off. Well, turn on rather. So I don't actually need you. Thank you. So when you turn on, I need you to get a pulse. That's it. Cool. Over here, I need you to pulse once it is full, which is going to be you when you are completely full. So right now it has a signal. Yes. Yes. Okay. I could have replaced that with a redstone block, but whatever, this works too. And then you simply send over here. Cool. That's it. We're done. I lied. We're not done yet. We need one more piece, and that is the recessive spark, which I hadn't put back on it. So that will go there. You're going to send things over to these pools here, also down below, I guess. It will drain that out, and then you... okay. Fair enough. Fine, fine, fine. It doesn't quite drain it enough to turn it off entirely. It's a little annoying, but okay. We can fix that. We can go ahead, break this. We're going to place it here, actually. And we're just going to bump the whole thing over by 1. Because here... Yes, maybe. You are full, which should have then pulsed that again, but it didn't because it wasn't in place. Let's turn you off, turn you here. Still not enough? I guess it's still reading the 15. Wait, it shouldn't be reading 15. Why are you not updating? You do not have a signal of 15 coming out. Unless it's pulling that, which it shouldn't. Seriously? 15? You should not be reading 15. Comparator, why you no work? Okay. Well, that's a little annoying. So basically what it's doing is it's reading the Spark Tinkerer. Because there's an item in there. If I take you out, I'm guessing you will... No? Seriously? There's no 15s anywhere here. This is not how redstone works. Ah, it was not reading his 15, it's reading this guy's 15. And that should... No? Yeah, now you're reading 1, like you should. Okay, so let's do this. You should now be over here by 1. Bump you there and there. And you need a block on you again, or bookcase rather. Bookcase, you break, thank you. Don't place it, thank you. Redstone volume 1, you can go there. Okay, so you're outputting 1, which is not enough to turn you on because there's a 0 on top. So actually it is enough to turn you on. What do I want? Okay, easy enough fix. So this one, again, moved it back over by the 1 block. So you are outputting nothing, thank you. This will be outputting a 1. If we place it on top here, we can see a 1. Now you, I need you to output a signal. We're gonna go here. Just to be symmetric, you can go here. If you output anything greater than 1, turn on. However, we're gonna have a block here, and you are currently, actually let's move you over by 1, so you're off, which will make you on. Awesome, that works. Got my dominant spark. Where did my recessive? Recessive's on there right now. This is dominant. You go here, break you, place you again. Now we're in action. Okay, so it will read until it hits 15, which is going to pulse it, drain it quickly, pulse it again, fill it up, spit it back out. There we go. So in the end, these guys here should very slowly fill up all the way. At least that's the idea. Maybe not. Okay, I guess what it is that since it's still sending some back to there, it's not going to be perfect. But this will at least work because in the meantime, these guys have mana, which means if I have dominant sparks anywhere in this building, it will be able to pull from them. And I think that's going to be fine. So even if these don't currently hold anything, they're still going to be able to send it to things that have dominant sparks. So the dominant sparks will be filled up. These guys will act as a little buffer until these over here get completely filled up. And I think that's fine. I think it works. You're good. Nice little clock going. Okay. It is worth noting that it is actually slowly filling up. So it works. Haha. Okay, so that's cool. That's working there. I got myself a bit more living rock, and I need to make some runes of fire because I need those for all the dominant sparks which are going to go throughout this building. So let's run back over here actually. And our mana little area set up here. You probably don't actually have enough mana to be able to do any of this. That's fine. Let's go ahead and take our ring, toss you in here for a little bit. Should be good. Okay, so let's make our mana powder and craft up a bunch of these guys. One of you, one of you, one of you, one of you, and one of you. Seriously? None of you went on? Alrighty, so let's make ourselves a couple of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 should be good to start with. You and you gets me a bunch of dominant sparks. Okay, and I have the rest of my sparks in my little everything bag here. You, grab you. Okay, so down below here, these guys, easy enough. We're just going to plop a dominant spark on you and a dominant spark on you. So that will fill from these two. That's fine. I didn't actually know these guys had sparks on them. Cool. So eventually these will just drain entirely. These are getting filled up, and I'm just going to move everything over here. I think that's where I want it. In the back here, this I'm leaving open for the moment because it's going to be where my dropper is going to be sitting, as well as a clock and all that stuff. So I want a little bit of access at the moment, but once this is completed, that's just going to be completely blocked off. I do have to say, the great thing about my redstone bag here is I don't have to put things back in it. I just need to throw them back to base, and it'll fill in here once it needs it. So that's a little cool little thing. Handy for emptying my inventory. I think that's probably all I can get rid of for now. Alrighty, and a couple last things. Misplaced you, seriously. One goes there, and living wood, frick you, you get a living wood, you're living wood, you, right here, and right there. Okay, living wood is in place. Let's get our little pylons here. Plop you, and with that, you should be up and running again. You're now in your permanent spot. Jumped too hard, I hurt myself. These guys here have a little bit of mana left in them. We're going to switch you around to putting it into items and just fill you up. Okay, so we've got this area here. You are working. You exist. I can at least use you now. In the back here, we need a dispenser, a clock, and I believe a output node. I think that's all we need for that. And just to fill in our area here, I think we can go with just regular stone brick stairs. I think that's what I want. That didn't work. Place you like that. Place you like that. Okay. And similarly, you, this way. Okay. And last two, there we go. And I think that is just what this area right here is going to look like with the wall, of course, filled in. I've got that working there. Stairs I might actually put against this wall, I think. You don't go there. Or there. Thank you. This wall can now be filled in as well. I don't need this side at all anymore, so we'll just patch this up. And I think, let me check to see what else we can set up. Now the items coming out of here are just going to go straight into an ender chest, just white, regular, just everything input chest. And we're going to put just a item collector on top of that, the open blocks or random things item collector, probably an advanced one so I can make it small. Because I want that to only be the gateway here. I don't want it to affect any of the other setups. And the other setups are going to be, I'm going to probably put one here, one here. I think that works. I'll have probably mana or alchemy and conjuration there. On this side, I'll set up, you know what, this is going to be, because this is the middle of the road right here. So just to space things out. On this side, similarly, right here will be for mana, and over here can be our Terra Steel automation. I think that'll go right here. So I think that works. You know, we're gonna bump you forward one and in one. Right there. So it's a little spaced away. I'll figure out where I want it. Alrighty, well, I decided actually to inset everything into the ground. So all these here are little set in. Dominant sparks on you guys, dominant spark on you. You are just going to draw from every mana pool that exists around here. So you're going to be super fast once you're working. Yeah, I haven't decided which one's going to be which. Alchemy, Conjuration, or just regular. I'm not sure if it really matters too much. Although I do know if a redstone pops into the Conjuration to turn into glowstone or something, it could turn into, well, if it goes into Conjuration and hits the Alchemy, then it can get mixed up if I do that. So I might separate those two and just have the regular mana over here. There's not that many things I need just a regular mana one for. In fact, if I hit you, mana infusion, show all recipes, there's a lot of things I need Alchemy for and Conjuration, but for regular, I don't know. There's not a whole lot. I guess the mana diamonds, mana steel, and mana pearls. Other than that, that's probably about all. I guess these guys, we'll figure it out. But I think this is where these guys are gonna go. They're filling up from up above there. That is working. This is working. You're pushing over here, as well as then they are pushing down below. So that is a nice little setup. Next up, let's go ahead and grab our Conjuration and Alchemy catalysts. One out of here, and I believe my Conjuration is stuck over here. Yeah, because I needed lots of redstone. I don't have the block that goes there. I think we can probably just leave it blank. You can go there. No one will ever know. Okay, so back over here. I think what I'll do is, for no particular reason, you're going to be regular mana, you're going to be Conjuration, and you are going to be Alchemy. No reason whatsoever. Doesn't really matter, everything's going to be within range anyway, so won't make too much of a difference. There you go, and you need one of you guys. Okay, gotta say, middle click, pick block, really nice. With that, these things are at least workable. They're not yet automated, but I at least can start making stuff. And that being said, we are also actually getting to the end of the episode here. It's getting a little long. I've had a couple longer episodes lately. I'm trying to keep them shorter, just to get it easier to digest in one sitting. But like I said, we got a lot done here. We've got, at least our mana setup is set up, if not automated yet. Mana is distributed automatically, so I don't need to worry about that ever again in here. That's full, always going to be full. Always great. The automation upstairs, as well as I'll probably end up actually taking some space downstairs as well, just depending on how much space stuff actually starts taking up. Additionally, like I said, I do want to put in living rock, living wood automation up here, and we'll see. I think the flowers are going to go elsewhere, as well as the altar, the runic altar thing is going to go somewhere else as well. But either way, things are functional. I can at least use them. Very handy having it all together, and I don't need to swap out the catalyst anymore. Don't need to use the catalyst over there. It's awesome. It works. So, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.